How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is Lucifer here once again, business and spiritual consultant. Give me a second here. All right, now my face look a little bit less ashy, but you can see me less, so that's funny. Um, so yeah, man. Hold up, give me a second here. Let me. All right. So this is Lucifer here, business and spiritual consultant, as always. And if you're wondering what the F is Lucifer doing on Earth, well, let me tell you. He's talking about everything that the Earth is made of, which is what? Sorry. Business and spirituality, baby. Um, so, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the liars are coming out of the woodworks. They coming out of the woodworks. You see, let me tell you something. Now, because you think I'm just judging people. Like you think I'm just judging people and I'm just like saying anything I feel like. Nah. 2 weeks ago, I made a video and I was like, yo, I'm on your side. Let's do this shit. Let's wreck this shit. Let's save ourselves. Let's show these MFers what we are made of. And everybody was like, I ain't finna trying to do that real quick. Everybody was like, I ain't trying to finna do that real quick. And now all of a sudden, I'm attacking everybody, and everybody feels like I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean? And when I say everybody, I'm not talking about El Maris style where I'm like attacking people that didn't do nothing to me. You know, like I'm actually attacking this, world order, this cabal, these cultists, these whatchamacallits. You know what I mean? Those are the motherfuckers I'm attacking. And now all of these fucking people that was kind of like, I ain't trying to fuck with that shit, they're attacking me now. Now, I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're thinking. It's karma. That's what happens. If you push the world will push back. That's fine. I get it. I don't have to respect it, but I get it. But there's another thing going too. Maybe these guys are just fucking liars. You know what I mean? Maybe you subscribed to the wrong person. Maybe you thought this person was a real person because of the way they look, because of some things that they say, but it was only a game. It was only to fool you. Because look at here. These guys were scared last week. They didn't come to the ritual, right? They didn't come to the ritual on my website, majorhater1523.com. They didn't go to the link is in the description. They didn't go to the ritual. They left the ritual because I scared them, or they jealous and shit like that. They didn't go to the ritual. It was for them. You know what I mean? Lucifer keep telling me not to say that shit. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of a secret. You know what I mean? And I don't really understand why it's a secret, but apparently he doesn't like when I say that shit. You know what I mean? He doesn't want people to know what we're actually doing. So I feel that. I understand. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But it's too late. They fuck these people. Like, who cares? Kind of like, because I was trying to give you guys energy. I was trying to give you guys power, and y'all turn your backs on me. You know what I mean? And that's some fucked up shit. So I don't really care. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that again. You know what I mean? Like facts, like straight up. I'm not ever gonna do that again. So the next time I do Lucifer's Lounge, it's just gonna be Lucifer's Lounge. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna pour in some energy in order to get, whatever I want. I'm gonna get whatever I want out of it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pour energy for the shit to be good for me. You know what I mean? So, and now all of a sudden everybody just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like they acting weird. So you think that you're powerful to destroy me? You fucking crazy, bro. Like you lost your fucking mind, man. You are not powerful to destroy me. No one is. Everybody tried. Everybody failed. No one is powerful enough to destroy me. No one. There's no one left. There's no one left, bro. You're not gonna be the end of me, but I might be the end of you because I ended a lot of people. Shit, man. I mean, this dude Elmira monetized his shit, but like, what is he doing right now? Bro, y'all motherfuckers are weird, man. You MFers are weird, bro. You MFers are weird, bro. Like, ain't nobody can destroy me, man. Like, you know what I mean? I am Lucifer, bro. Like, that's me. You know what I mean? He's in me. He's in me. You know what I mean? Like, we walk the same walk. We walk the same line. I am him. Period. You know what I mean? I got all his power sets. I got everything. I'm the king of hell, motherfucker. Like, so, it's funny. It's just, I find it funny. You know what I mean? Like you can't, to see all these guys, trying to like do some shit. Like, you can't do shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It can't do shit. Because the thing is, you got to understand. You want to know the reason why I'm saying, because you think I'm just talking out of my ass here. I'm not talking out of my ass. You know what I mean? Because look at here, man. Like, let's just take this guy as an example. Just take Elmira as an example, right? Elmira has a group of people that does magic for him. A group. That's like 6, 7, 8, maybe 20 people. You know what I mean? Like, when they do those parties, because we call them parties, you know what I mean? When they do those parties, there's at least 20 people in the fucking building doing the ritual. You know what I mean? So, like, you know what I mean? Guy, wake up. Like, this other guy on YouTube that I challenged, that I made him reconsider his life choices. That's facts. Like, he said that in one of his videos. Like, I'm reconsidering his life choices. Like, I mean, he had 100 tarot card readers on me at the same time. Nigga, I'm still here. You know what I mean, bro? I'm not son of Ogu, bruh. You know what I mean? No disrespect. But it's kind of like son of Ogu. He pops in and he pops out. I'm just here consistently. I'm just always here, bro. There's no shutting me down. There's no stopping me, bro. Like, I am a juggernaut. I'm not a juggernaut. Sorry. Pardon my language. I'm a juggernaut. You know what I mean? Because that's the real term for the word juggernaut. It's Hindu, first of all. The word juggernaut comes from the Hindu term jagannatha. You know what I mean? So I'm not a juggernaut. I'm a jagannatha. You know what I mean? You can't stop me. Once I pick up momentum, look. And the thing, let me teach you a little bit, man. You probably already know this, but I'm gonna teach you at the same time, because I don't want you to say I'm just talking about another nigga on my fucking video and shit like that. Like, so Jagannathas are actually a race of people. Like, every time, the American version of a juggernaut is always one entity, one unstoppable force, right? But in the Hindu version, it's actually a race of people. And those guys are kind of like Musu Mountain. You know what I mean? They're kind of like the Wooden Men Hall. I don't know if y'all ever watched that movie, but it's about like karate and shit. And it's like a race of dudes that used to live in the mountain, and they would just fight wood. They would like break wood with their hands. Like, they would chop trees with their hands and shit. Like, they would be like, and they're notorious because of their rage, right? Like, they would be like very dangerous. They're like Akuma, basically. Akuma is basically a Musu Mountain guy, right? He's a Wooden Men Hall guy. That's what Akuma is, right? So Akuma is basically what a Jagannatha is. You know what I mean? And Jagannatha. And Jagannatha is basically like an Akuma kind of figure. You know what I mean? They're a little bit more civilized. You know what I mean? They don't kill gratuitously, and they're not in the game. They're not in the game of total destruction either. They're It's just that they're like, those specific people are kind of like, rage gods, basically. They're rage gods, basically. Like they don't like, they're anger gods, right? They're fire gods, they're anger gods, but they have their whole mind. It's not like they're completely like berserk. They're not berserk. They have their whole mind. Um, yeah. So little tidbit in case you didn't know, but that's what an Anjanata is. And it's a race of people. So it's not like, it's not crazy for somebody to say like, yo, I'm an Anjanata. You know what I mean? It's not crazy because there's a bunch of them. You know what I mean? It's not just one person. There's a bunch of them. So, if Anjanatas exist, that means there's a bunch of people out here right now that are actually Anjanatas. You know what I mean? And, the sad part is, some of you motherfuckers that are, betraying humanity, some of you motherfuckers that are against humanity and betraying humanity, maybe you were Anjanata too. Who knows? We'll never know because you're a coward. You know what I mean? Like so we'll never know. You know what I mean? And you're a coward because you don't believe in yourself, and you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in the things that you say you believe in, and you don't believe in yourself. So you're technically a coward. You know what I mean? Because if you hadn't bitched out of humanity, maybe you would be an Anjanata. Maybe you would be a god. You know what I mean? And you wouldn't have to rely on stupid little tricks like soul traveling or tarot cards. I'm not dissing soul traveling or tarot cards. I read cards too, and I know how to soul travel too. You know what I mean? If I soul travel, I can see inside your house. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that some people see colors, but I can see inside your house. I can see like your house. You know what I mean? So, or the place where you're at, basically. Like, I can see where you at. Like, so I'm not really dissing people that are necessarily, I don't like how soul traveling became so popular. To me, it feels like it's Illuminati trend because they make money off of that shit. They've sold, because they're not telling you, like, people that are trying to push you towards soul traveling are people that are trying to deter you from the truth, from your true power, because you're capable of a lot more than just soul traveling. You can do a bunch of fucking crazy things. Like I told you in one of my other videos, you're a trans-dimensional entity. Now, I mean, you think you're just a human and shit, and you're just walking and shit, but you can actually travel into different dimensions. And I'm not the only one that believes that. It's like I told you, if you drink enough water, because the thing is, when you quantum leap, the reason why everybody's telling you to drink water all the time is because when you're quantum leaping, people quantum leap and they don't realize that they quantum leap because they don't see it. They don't see a portal. They don't feel any different. It's weird. You know what I mean? You have to be aware to understand that, okay, what's going on right now is not the same thing that was going on before. So when you quantum leap, you know what I mean? So a lot of people just skip that part and they just tell you drink a lot of water and that's it. You know what I mean? But the reason why you got to drink a lot of water is because you burn out. You know what I mean? It's going to burn out. When you travel through space and time, the water in your blood cells evaporates. So that's why you have to drink a lot of water. You know what I mean? That's why they always tell you, chocolate milk is good for time travel and shit like that because of the sugar. You know what I mean? It keeps your sugar level high because it's chocolate milk. So people always say that when you're traveling, when you're time traveling, it's good to have chocolate milk. You know what I mean? Because it keeps your sugar high. You know what I mean? But when you quantum leaping, you don't need to drink chocolate milk because right now we're a little bit. Back then, we used to think chocolate milk was the only way to keep your sugar level up when you quantum leap. But in actuality, all you have to do is just drink water so that the water doesn't evaporate. Because what's going on, there's no big difference. There's a drop of pressure in your blood, so there's no real difference between pushing up your sugar level or just drinking a lot of water. You know what I mean? And it's more healthy to just drink a lot of water than drinking chocolate milk every time you try to fucking, quantum leap and shit, you know? But I used to do that when I was a kid. I used to drink like chocolate milk because of that shit. Because they always say like, well, if you time travel, you gotta have some chocolate milk. So I always used to, buy chocolate milk, those gallons and shit just in case. You never know, you know what I mean? So basically what these guys are trying to do, these groups of people are trying to do, they're trying to like deviate you from your true power, and they're trying to keep you locked down on the lower frequency, on the low plateau. Not a low frequency. That's not really low frequency. It has nothing to do with frequency, but it's a lower plateau of the self. You know what I mean? It's the lower plateau of the self. So what they try, and they make money off of that shit, because you got to understand that in our society we have been reading about soul traveling since the early 70s, since the first time, since the Roswell incident with the aliens. When the Roswell incident happened with the aliens, people were starting to talk about aliens, starting to talk about the stars, and started to really be interested in that shit. Because before that, there was TV shows about aliens and shit like that, but nobody, it was like, it was like, well, you never know, right? But then the 70s hit, Roswell hit, people started being interested into the stars now. So, because people was kind of like, well, there's other things going on because we got aliens, so it opened up people's mind as a group, as a whole, as a consciousness. So books about aliens started to come out, so they made money with that. They started, well, probably the first person that wrote a book about aliens was actually Sincere. But the thing is, they saw there was some money in it to be done. So they started to, pull out their own books, pull out their own publishing, and pull out their own books. You know what I mean? Push that shit forward and make it, popular. You know what I mean? And then there was like the stars. People started to be interested in the stars, horoscope, astrology, and all that shit, the pyramids of Giza and shit like that. So people started to be interested in that. They just started buying books about that. And then what happened was, there was soul traveling, right? So that ended in soul traveling. Since the early 70s, people have been writing books about the soul traveling. So all those books that's been written about soul traveling, you know what I mean? Like, they make money off of that shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, they push that shit. They push that agenda, because you got to understand, everything that you see is fake. The whole world is a fucking illusion. It's just a veil. And everything all the information that you're gobbling up is information that was already predestined to be in your hand. You know what I mean? It's already predestined to be in your hand. So right now, what you got to do is you got to think outside the box. You got to go beyond that. You got to go beyond what's given to you. So what's beyond the stars? Godhood. That's what's beyond the stars. You got to go beyond. You got to go towards godhood. You know what I mean? That's why I'm Lucifer. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not an astrologist. That's why I'm not a tarot card reader. I'm a fucking god. I create things out of thin air. You know what I mean? Shit just fucking happens. You know what I mean? So, so that's what it is. So these groups right now, they're still up on that shit, and they're still trying to like deviate people towards soul traveling, and they're always talking about soul traveling like it's a big deal. You can't do shit with soul travel. It's useless. It's a useless power. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing you can do with soul travel is go see your girlfriend if she lives far away and shit, and that's pretty much it. You know what I mean, bro? You can't do shit with it. You can't. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. And the worst part is, some of these guys use soul traveling because there's other applications to soul travel. Like, you can create images with soul traveling. Like, somebody that's experienced in soul traveling can create an image. So it's kind of like he's sending you a postcard, right? Like, he's not really there. It's just a postcard, right? So he might have like a shirt or a symbol somewhere, or maybe he's concentrating on who he wants to soul travel to, and like, it's like a postcard. So some people might feel impressed by that shit, but it's just a trick. It's just, he's not really soul traveling. It's just like your brain interpreting a couple of words that he said, or a symbol that's somewhere around him, or a placement or where around him. So it's like a postcard. So basically, like, especially with video is very dangerous. You can do that sort of shit on a video, you know what I mean? Like, you put things in certain places so it makes a shape. You know what I mean? When you're looking at the fucking video, it makes a shape. So your brain interprets, your conscious brain sees colors and people, but your subconscious brain sees further than that. So it's not really that person that's doing anything. It's just your brain correctly interpreted what that person was trying to do. So you feel impressed and you're like, oh shit, I saw this, I saw that, and blah blah. But it's just a game, you know what I mean? And that's not the only way to do it, but that's one of the ways that you can do it. All I'm saying is, most of these guys ain't got no power. Like, most of these guys are fucking fake. They ain't got no power. You know what I mean? They're not spiritual. They're not connected to gods. And some of them, a lot of them are Christians. You know what I mean? A lot of them are Christians that's just acting like they're actually black magicians. They're not black magicians. They're Christians. You know what I mean? They just want to fuck with your mind and get you to go back to church and shit, man. And shit like that. So they ain't got no power. You know what I mean? That, like, they just soul travel all the time. That's all they have. Soul traveling. You know what I mean? I can create shit. I don't need fucking soul traveling. That's dumb nigga shit. So they're trying to dumb you down with giving you like bullshit information like soul traveling. You know what I mean? And anybody can do it too. So it's easy for somebody to be influenced by it, because anybody can do that shit. It's fucking easy. You know what I mean? So, like I said before, you got to watch out. You got to this shit got to stop, because you got a lot more power than just soul traveling, man. Like, you can do a whole bunch of other fucking things that you wouldn't fucking believe. You know what I mean? Like, this shit, the shit that I say, you don't believe the shit that I'm saying, because it sounds so far fetched. When I'm telling you, like, you can actually traverse through time and space, like, who the fuck believes that shit? Nobody. The only people that believe that shit is people that like reading about The Secret and Laws of Attraction. Those the only people that believe that shit. Everybody else, they're like, man, that's craziness. It's not. It's true. You can. That shit's legit. You know what I mean, you can travel through time. You can go somewhere else. Like, you could literally like be in your house and be like, yo, I want to go to Miami. You know what I mean? And you go outside and it's hot outside. The street names even change. Like, even the street name changed. Like, you're kind of like, right? And the Sunset Boulevard, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's fucked up. Like, it's really weird, bro. And you see there's one time, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like I wanted to be like, I wanted to be in the Western. And there was a bunch of dust outside. It was weird. Like, I really felt like, I went to London, you know what I mean? Like, and you don't have to leave your house. You can like travel around the world without even leaving your neighborhood. Shit is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, there's a bunch of applications. You can do a bunch of shit with that shit, man. It's fucking crazy, bro. You got godlike powers. It's just like you just don't believe it, and you rather believe a bunch of fucking morons, and that's stuttering all the time, and like, just weird people. You like listening to weird shit. You know what I mean, bro? Like, you like listening to weird shit. You're underpowered, and you're supposed to be overpowered. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be underpowered. You're supposed to be overpowered. Somebody asked me, well, what kind of power is that you're limited? Bro, I'm too fucking strong. I know too much things. Like, I know shit. I know, like, God powers that I'm not supposed to know about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even gods can be jealous. And I'm not saying that, I'm not, pointing fingers at anybody or anything specific, but there are some powers that gods have that I know how they do it, but I can't do it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, like, and it's a good thing, bro, because I still have a lot of growing up to do. I only have like 30 years of experience on this earth. You know what I mean? Like, I only have 30 years of experience on this earth. It's not like those things will always be blocked to me. It's just we're gonna give it to you when it's the right time. When you show us you have enough maturity to handle that shit, or else you're just gonna. Because if I get mad, I'm an Aries, right? I'm an Aries, and Aries get mad often, right? Like they get mad often. So if I get mad and I have all these power sets, you know what I mean? All I need to do is snap my finger like Thanos. By the way, I'm Thanos. You know what I mean? Like if I snap my finger like Thanos and I'll destroy somebody. And you know what I mean? Like I didn't want, I was just angry. I didn't really want to destroy the person and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I might do some stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? So, and I might not be able to bring back the person or do, or reverse the thing that I did to the person. So of course there's gonna be shit that they're not gonna let me do because I probably would do it. And knowing me, being honest with myself, I probably would fucking do it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro? So I don't mind that shit. It's okay. It's not like it's everyday powers. It's not my godlike powers that are blocked. It's godlike powers that are a little bit above regular godlike power. You know what I mean? Like you got to understand, I'm Lucifer. You know what I mean? Lucifer is the king of magic. You know what I mean? He's the king of magic. You know what I mean? Loki, king of magic. You know what I mean? Baron Samedi, king of magic. You know what I mean? So of course, I'm born under a star where I'm gonna have a little bit more, knowledge on certain power sets because in my higher self, I know all the magic. You know what I mean? I already know my higher self knows all the magic. So me as a human, I just need to respect other people and I need to respect myself too, and then, because the powers that I know about are useless, kind of, in a way. Like it's not useless, but it's unnecessary. Like I don't really need it. You know what I mean? Like I already have enough powers that those powers are literally unnecessary to like even know about. I'm just special that way. You know what I mean? Like I'm just built like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying anybody else can't do it. Anybody else can do that shit. But if you're not interested, if you don't care, of course you don't know. You know what I mean? You gotta care. You gotta be obsessive. I'm a little bit autistic. You know what I mean? I know people don't like people saying that shit, but I'm a little bit autistic, man. I get obsessive compulsive sometimes. If I see something that's really interesting to me, I get obsessive compulsive over it, and I kind of like, I know everything about it in and out. You know what I mean? Um, and it is what it is. So stop listening to soul travel guides. You know what I mean? And start realizing your strength. Start realizing that you're a god. Start realizing that a god is actually an entity that can create things out of thin air. Stop thinking, little things, man. Like stop thinking small. Start thinking big. Think big. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be a god too. Like, you can be whatever you want. I chose to be a god, but you can become whoever you want. You can become a werewolf. You can become a vampire. You can become whatever the fuck you want. Anything you want. You can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna say that you can fly and shit like that, and you know what I mean. But well, you can soul travel if you want to fly. You know what I mean? But well, not really, because it's like instantaneous. First of all, you know what I mean? So soul travel is pretty instantaneous. You're not really flying through the air. If you soul travel with somebody else, you'll appear instantaneously in that person's vicinity. You know what I mean? So you're not going to be flying through the air and shit like that and blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. Like I was listening to this other guy's podcast talking about, the ether and shit like that. Man, that's... Shut the fuck up, man. Like, the fuck out of here with that shit. It's instantaneous. You don't fly. It's instantaneous. Um, so, I mean, there is, if you reach the nirvana, if you reach the source wall, it might feel like you're flying a little bit because you're kind of like floating and shit. but you're not really, you're not really flying. You know what I mean? It's sense of things. So anyway, like you can be whatever you want. You don't have to be a god. You can be, if any person or creature is interesting to you and you would like to be like that person or creature, you can do that. You can do that. You don't have to be, a god. You can do whatever, and it's fun. And it's fun. Like I can shit. Who was I before I became Lucifer? Who did I want it to be before Lucifer? Iron Man. No, Captain America. It was Captain America. I was almost there too. I almost did it. I was almost there. I was Captain America. I was Iron Man. Well, I can, because the thing is, I have fun with it. Because when I realized that I could legit be whoever I want, whenever I want, I started experimenting. You know what I mean? So at one time I was Iron Man. You know what I mean? Another time, I was, Captain America. Another time, I tried a whole bunch of people, like Dracula. Fucking, who else, man? Like there was somebody else, but I forget. Anyway, I did so many experiments that I don't remember. But you can be whoever you want whenever you want to. Like you don't have to always be that person. You know what I mean? It's like I'm always gonna be Lucifer, but if I wanted to, I could transform into something else. I could be something else. Shit, I could even be Elmera if I wanted to. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But the thing is, you gotta have love. You gotta have love for the cartoon, the mythological creature, the god itself, the whatever you choose to be. You gotta have love for that thing, and you have to like absorb everything that thing is, and then the universe is gonna give you instructions on how to really be that person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're really serious about it, if you really want to be that entity, they're going to give you instruction. They're going to tell you, first of all, no, he brushes his teeth like this, or you got to put your hair like that, or you got to wear those colors clothes, and then you feel like that person. And other people are going to see you. They're going to tell you, they're going to say, yo, it's like, people, Cody, right, from Final Fight. You know what I mean? Like, I like Cody from Final Fight. I think he's fucking dope, right? I think he was fucking awesome. And sometimes people see me in the streets and they're like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's one time this guy stopped me. He's like, yo, you look like you do karate and shit. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not going to confirm or deny that, but thank you. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, shit is fun. Life is fun. You got motherfuckers that have guns on them because they lie too much, and now they have to protect themselves because they lying all the time. And then you got niggas like me that walk outside with no guns, all the jewelry on them, and all kinds of shit. And I get compliments. People stop their cars and shit, and I'm in the hood. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a liar. You know what I mean? So I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? I can have fun with the world. You know what I mean? I don't have to have guns and shit. Like I'm not afraid of anything. I don't need to be afraid of anything. You know what I mean? When you're a liar, when you're a deceiver, you gotta watch out because niggas are gonna try to, they're gonna try some shit on you. You know what I mean? You gotta bite karma. You gotta protect yourself. You know what I mean? I don't need to protect myself, bro. Like I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good, bro. Like for real, I'm good, bro. Like there's no place. Everywhere I go is a creation of mine. How can I be afraid of my own creation? That makes no sense. You know what I mean? Like it makes no fucking sense. Even the Illuminati is my own creation. You know what I mean? Like I remember one time, like in the hood, everybody, them white cars always be rolling around and shit like that. And it kind of like made people nervous and shit, man. I was kind of like, yo, relax. That's Jim Bob. That's that's Jimmy. That I mean, don't they my friends, man? I mean, we're not really friends, but it's kind of like almost, because we got this love and hate relationship because we living in a fourth dimensional reality. All of you motherfuckers are thinking like this is about guns, this is about beating motherfuckers up in the face and all kinds of shit. Nah, bro, this is a fourth dimensional reality. You just don't know where you at. You know what I mean? You're sleepwalking. You know what I mean? You're still in the pod in the Matrix, bro. I'm not in the pod in the Matrix, son. You know what I mean? That's why weird shit always going on around me. That's why I'm always into some shit. That's why I'm always into some mix. That's why my life is exciting. That's why my life is a fucking movie. You know what I mean? Shit, goddamn. Yo. So it is what it is, and that's the same reason why you need 300 billion fucking witches to attack me, and I'm one guy. Yeah, I mean, it's not that magic don't work. It's not that you suck at magic. It's not that I'm just that fucking powerful. You just don't fucking get it. You just it doesn't the information doesn't register in your mind, bro. I'm just that fucking strong, bro. Like, it's not that you suck. I'm just that strong. It's ridiculous. My shit's stupid. My shit is ridiculous. It's dumb, retarded. You know what I mean? So, and I'm talking about myself and shit. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like a jackass, but the thing is, you can do it too. That's the worst part. The worst part is that you can do it too. That is the worst part. You think I sound like a dick, but in actuality, the worst part is that you can do it. Anybody can do it. That's the frustrating part for me, because at the end of the day, I'm not that special. You know what I mean? It's not like I can look at the gods, I can look at the sky and be like, see how great of an entity I am. No, I can't do that shit. Nobody gives a fuck. Because, I can't lie. I can't lie like that. I can't even have that sort of pride and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I can't have that. So I'm the sin of pride. I'm Lucifer. I am the sin of pride. Do you know how much ego I have to step on and to make these fucking videos? Like, I have to. I am crushing my ego, bro. I am just smacking it the fuck down. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, yeah. You know what I mean? It hurts. It hurts, bro. Cause it's kind of like, I'm nothing special at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I'm just special because a bunch of people don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm special by default. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm special because I'm special. I'm not born special. I'm not, you know what I mean? Well, I have a little bit of specialness in me, but the shit that I'm talking about right now is shit that everybody can do. The only reason why I'm saying this is because I want you to believe in yourself, and I want you to believe that you're capable of doing this shit, because I'm a human like you at the end of the day. So if I'm able to do it, then you can too. You know what I mean? Shit is fucking crazy, you know what I mean? Shit is dope. Shit is dope, nigga. You can have gangs. You can have gangs, bro. You can have gangs. You can have like shit. I always call myself a leech king. I think leeches are fucking badasses. You know what I mean? Like, you have like lich kings. Shit. You know what I mean? With the fucking skeleton warriors and shit like that. I'm a leech king, man. You can have bone warriors if you want to. You can have gangs. You can have whatever the fuck you want, nigga. You don't need no fucking gun. You can do whatever the fuck you want. As long as you keep listening to these fucking dumbasses talking about soul fucking travel and shit like that, you gonna be a fucking bitch. But you know what I mean, bro? But if you wake up, if you keep listening to these motherfucking videos telling you this shit, man, and then you go try it out for yourself, you're gonna see like, oh shit, this nigga was fucking right. God damn. I am creating shit out of thin fucking air. But most people don't care. You know what I mean? They just sit there and they're zombified. They're looking at me, they're zombified. They're looking at the other guy, they're zombified, bro. They don't even register the information. It doesn't even register. Like, man, this is a cause for excitement. This is a cause. You're supposed to be happy. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be happy, bro. Like, you're supposed to be happy, man. You're supposed to be happy, bro. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Instead of listening to jackasses and fucking retards, you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to create shit, man. I'm creating shit, nigga. You know what I mean, bro? Like, yeah, hey, true story, facts. Cross my heart, promise to die. When I came to live in this neighborhood, man, the neighborhood where I'm at, when I came to live here, there was nothing, right? There was nothing. There was nothing. You know what I mean? And there was stores, and there was fucking, there was stores and bars. When I came here, man, I manifested a restaurant I manifested 2 restaurants, and I manifested a venue where people can go and do events at. Before I came here, there was none of that shit. You know what I mean? I manifested those shit. I made those shit appear out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I made those shit appear out of nowhere because I was talking so much. I was kind of like, this is missing, this is missing, this is missing. We need that. We need this. We need this. We need this. We need this. I kept repeating it every day, every day, every day, and the shit appeared. Boom. There was a store. There was a restaurant, a classy-ish, you know, 2-star restaurant. Right? There's a 2-star restaurant there. All right. And then next to it, there's another like kind of I would say a 3-star fast food. There's like a 3-star fast food right next to it. And that guy has a fucking venue where you can go do some fucking shit in. Like you can do parties and shit in right next to it. And it's affordable. You know what I mean? Because usually venues are not cheap. You know what I mean? But that one's actually cheap. So anybody can, you know what I mean? Can go up in there, have a project, make a project, build a project, and have it running over there. You know what I mean? That shit wasn't here before. God power. You know what I mean? Like God-like power, nigga. Come on, man. Stop. Hey, y'all tripping. Soul travel. The fuck out of here. You know, hey. Anyways, I'm about to go. This video is too damn long. Have a good one, man. Peace out.